Hi everyone, and welcome to the session. So today we are going to have a brief on the Oracle application, and the main target of the training is to go to the SCM modules. So this is a general presentation today. So it will be covering the overall basics of the Oracle application. Fine. So to start with, we'll go with the introduction. I'll introduce myself, and then I would like all of you to just give me your name and the current role. If you are a student or working, or if you are already into Oracle, so that will give me a base to keep the level of details. Because if you guys are very student level and basic level, so I need to target some topics. And if you are already into work and already working professionals, then we can go in a very higher level. So we'll have a little introduction about 2-3 minutes, and then we'll directly get into the subject. So today these are the topics we'll be covering. What is a database and what is application? Then what are the product families of the Oracle application? And what are the various application version is being released till now? And then we will see in general what is the meaning of ERP. Then we'll see what are the roles and prerequisites and eligibility required. Like if you want to opt for Oracle SCM or Oracle Finance, or as a technical consultant or as a functional consultant, if you want to work, what type of qualifications you should have, what type of skill sets you should have. We'll discuss that also. Then we'll see the career opportunities, how this product is moving in the market, and how is the current, I can tell you what are the pay scales and what is the market you can target, how to prepare for the market. I can guide you on that. So trainer profile, myself Farhan, that's my certifications, PMP and Prince 2. With Oracle, I have been working like almost 14 years. I did worked in Oracle applications, completely in Oracle apps only. I have done 20 plus projects in SCM and finance domain, and plus I have done something on the BI, business intelligence, and Hyperion as well. These projects are basically core in SCM and finance. I have worked on different roles. I worked as a solution architect, as a project manager, as a ERP manager. So currently also I'm doing some projects, and I worked in Middle East mostly, all the Middle East area like Saudi, Yemen, Qatar, Bahrain, all these countries I worked on. And now I recently moved to Australia. I'm doing some project here. So for some time I'll be here. So with this one, I would like to know my team, like all the people who are joined here. Just give me your name and your current, the job, or if you're a student, what you're doing. Just give me a heads up on that. You can unmute yourself. Hello.
Hi, Farhan. This is Sanjay here, and I'm a business analyst. Specifically, I work on reporting front, financial reportings. And prior to this, I have worked on a few of the Oracle's end user, that is Oracle Project Accounting and Oracle Contract. So, and I have a total 11 years of experience. And now I'm looking something into to take up my career opportunity in functional areas, something into financial functional, yeah. And this will be also additional help for me, additional learning for me, I would like to say.
Sure.
Yeah, that's it from my side.
Thank you. You're already in the role, and you're already in Oracle, so that will help us to discuss things. Okay. Dear.
Yeah.
Next.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi Farhan, my name is Pankaj. I'm working as senior consultant in one of the consulting firm. Mostly I worked in a technical domain in SCM as well as finance, but I like to pursue in a functional. So that's what I joined this session, as well as I'm also joined the session with LAXMAN on finance. So I like to club SCM as well to get into finance. I am to say functional more. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, dear. Got it.
Hi Farhan, this is Rashi.
Yeah.
I have like 9 years of experience in Oracle value chain planning, majorly into D-Mantra. So with this cloud transitioning, there is now nothing like Oracle BTP, it is Oracle SCM. So I intend to learn Fusion cloud SCM platform.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay.
Hi Farhan, this is Sakina. I've been working with Oracle Financials for more than 10 years, both as technical and functional. Basically, I was techno-functional. I needed to upgrade, my last project was still with 11.10, and so I'm with LAXMAN for the R12, and I've never worked on an SCM, so this would be a good class.
So you're basically into finance, and then you worked on 11i.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? Fine. So we'll continue with the training.
Farhan, I have a question. After the demo is done, will we get the video upload?
Yeah. It's with ERPTREE. They'll be saving the videos, so you can collect from them videos and documentation and anything we discuss. So you can take it from them.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we are okay. So we will move on. Fine. So basically, this PPT is quite basic because I was expecting some of the students also might be joining. So I have kept very some basic slides as well, so the senior guys can avoid it. So basically, what is Oracle? Oracle is nothing but it's a database name. Now it's a derived name from the first line. It's called Oak Ridge Automatic Computer Logical Engine. So basically, Oak Ridge is a laboratory where some engineers was working on this concept. So once they come up with this product, they named it with this abbreviation called the Oracle. So now, what is database? So okay, there are people who are already with the products, so they already know what is database. But for the new students, if there is any college out students, database is nothing but a computer database. Typically contains the aggregation of data records of files such as sales transaction, product catalogs, and inventory, and customer profile. So basically, whatever the business transactions we are doing, all the things we need to store somewhere in the system. So that storage, we basically do it in the database. So database helps us to store the data, and we can also retrieve the data from the database. So that is the main function of the database. Now when we say the database, it's the main two functions. One is the storing and one is the retrieving of the database from. So now for both the activity, we'll be taking help of the SQL, which is like the structural query language, to communicate with the database. Because if you need to store something into database and need to retrieve something from the database, then you need to have a medium to communicate with that one. So here in the picture, you can see a tool which helps you to write the code for inserting and for extracting the database, any information in the database. Now Oracle application. what is Oracle application? Oracle application is nothing but it's a software application developed by Oracle that helps you to run your enterprise business such as accounting, human resource, and financials into this software. So the keyword is the software application. Now, what is a software application? If we say software application, then we need to have at least a 3 component for the software application. What are those? First one is the database. This is to store the data. Whatever the transactions we are doing, we have to store into this database. Second one is the forms. Forms is required for the users because engineers and technical people can write the code to read and write from the database. But the business people, the accountants and the cashiers and the managers, they'll not be able to write the codes. So for them, they need to have something like this, forms, to make the data entry of the required transactions. So you have the database, and then you have the forms for the data entry. Then the third part is the reports. What are the reports like? If you have the data in the system, then you need a way to read this information. So for reading this information, you need to have some tools, reporting tools, which will give you output of this data. So when we say application, then it has got, these 3 components: database, forms, and reports. Now, Oracle product families. Now we understood like what is an application and what is an Oracle application. So like any other software application, Oracle application is also a software application. So in this software application also we have forms, reports, and database. Now in Oracle application there are about 200 modules, and by now I think there is a lot of additions. So we have a lot of modules in this one for different purpose. For different, like for finance, for supply chain, for HRMS, for CRM, for every nature of work in the business, they have come up with the structure of module. So now, when we talk about the product families, there are 3, levels in this one. The first one is, if we need to go from the bottom, the first one is the transaction. What is the transaction? Is a single business process. Single business process, when we say, like you have a customer invoice. So managing this invoice, entering this invoice is one single transaction. Suppose if this invoice from the customer, you need to make a receipt of cash. So you are receiving a cash from the customer. So receiving a cash is one transaction. So basically, what is transaction? Transaction is nothing but a single activity of the business. Now, what is modules? The second level is the modules. So here in the modules is nothing but the group of related process. Where, as we said, transaction is a single process, then module is a group of process. Group of not only process but group of related process. The example for this one, like say example, if you have a AP accountant, accounts payable accountant is there. So this person will only be dealing with the activity related to the suppliers and the payments. He will receive the invoices from the suppliers, he will make the payments to the supplier, he will do prepayments to the supplier. All the related activities, like he will be only dealing with the suppliers and the payments of the suppliers. That's it. So this all process related to the payments is called one module. It's called the AP module. Same way, if we have a receiving department, if you have an accounts receivable department, the account receivable department will only take care of the customers and the money we need to receive from the customers. So this group of receiving activities and managing of the customers, so all the related transactions like invoice, credit memo, debit memo, you can say payments, deposits, all the activities related to the customer are grouped into the module called as accounts receivable module. So what we understood is like single transaction, and then group of related transactions are called module. The next level is the domain. What is domain? Now domain or the families, what we call, is nothing but a group of related modules. Group of related modules, like the very popular one when we say finance domain. So it means all the modules related to finance. Like even in the company, if we can imagine, you have a finance department, you have an HR department, you have a sales department. So for an example, sales department will not do debit credit accounting entries, and accounting people, accountants will not go to the customer and make sales there, right? So that is what this domain, like payroll, HR, self-service HR, hiring, promotions and all. This kind of modules all will be included in the HRMS domain. So basically now we understand there are 3 levels. One is the transaction, is a single process. Module is a group of related process. Family or domain is a group of related modules. And the popular families, the first one is Oracle Financials, is the finance. Now in finance we have the modules like accounts payable, receivable, fixed asset, cash management, and general ledger. Now each of these module do a specific process. Like for example, payables will only handle the situations with the suppliers and the supplier related transactions. Accounts receivable will be helpful to manage all these customers and the receivable amount from the customers. So there, whatever the related transactions you do there, all those transactions will be covered in the receivables. The next module is called the fixed asset. Fixed asset will be helping you to manage your assets. Like all the company assets will be having a lot of activities like depreciation, retirements, transfer of assets. A lot of activities will be there to manage your assets. So all the assets related activities will be covered in the fixed assets module. Then we have another module called cash management. Cash management, we usually in the companies we have a department called Treasury. So these people are basically, they just manage the banks, all the banks accounts, and what are the monies is there in the bank account, and what is expected to come from the customers, and what is the money they have to pay to the suppliers. The cash flows basically, the inflow and outflow of cash, and the bank accounts and the deposits, everything related to the cash. So that is all activities, those are covered in the cash management modules. The last module is the general ledger module. So general ledger module is the accounting module. So from all the subledgers, whatever the accounting, whatever the debits and credits you are creating, end of the day it will be coming and sitting in the general ledger. In general ledger module, it will help you with the JVs, and it will help you with the balance sheets, P&L, all the accounting reports, what is required from the system. The general ledger module is going to help you. Apart from that, you will get some other currency transactions there. So many things are there. So when we discuss the individual modules, we'll go into very much details of each of this module. Supply chain management. So supply chain management, when we say supply chain management, if anybody has any question, they can ask me. You just unmute yourself and ask the question, and make sure there is no background noise, because we are recording the video, so it will also get recorded. So if you have any question, just you can unmute yourself and you can ask the question. Supply chain management. Now supply chain management is the part, like it will be basically we see it on the inventory, the supply of inventory, all the ins and outs of the inventory. So supply chain management means managing. It's a very big concept. And the finance is okay. It's look big, but finance is not that much complex. But when you comes to the SCM configuration, it's going to be too much complex. Okay, so SCM is nothing but the supply chain management. Now, what is supply chain management? Managing the supplies. Like if you have a business, so mostly there will be 2-3 types of businesses. Like it can be retail business, or it can if your business is into services, so then you may have less of supply chain. Like if you are into IT company, so you will have very less supply chain activities. But if you are into manufacturing, then 80% of your activity will be based in the supply chain, because you have to buy the material, you have to manufacture the material, then you have to sell the material. So all these activities will be covered in the supply chain management. Fine. The very first module in the supply chain management is inventory. What do we do with the inventory module is it's all the managing your inventory. The managing your inventory in the sense receiving of your inventory, storing of your inventory, control of your inventory, and then consuming or selling it out to the customers. So it is a base for all your material ins and outs. Next module is purchasing. So purchasing module helps you for bringing in the inventory or buying the services for the business. Because if the business is there, if the finance is there, finance is doing the things, so unless there is a purchasing, there will not be any payables. So for every payable, there has to be a purchasing. So same way, if you are talking about the receivables, so unless there is a sale, there will be no receivables. So what every business does, they buy something, they sell something, and they make a profit, right? So for that purpose, purchasing module, it will cover in buying the services or materials, either for selling them to the customer or for the company itself. Okay. Order management. So order management is basically helps you managing the customer sales. And whatever the sales we are doing to the customers, that all will be covered in the order management module. Your sales orders, sales returns, and all the related activities, shippings, executions, and everything, all the related sales related activities will be covered in the order management module. So in simple terms, if you talk about order management is sales, purchasing is purchasing, inventory, it will manage your inventory. So when you purchase, the inventory comes into inventory. When you make a sale, it goes out from your inventory. So all this activity, when you do in supply chain, it will generate accounting entries, which will be coming back to your finance modules. Okay. So basically, supply chain management is the start of the process, right? Because receivable and these assets and everything, these financial modules are the second part. Unless we do some business, unless we do some business activity, there will not be any impact in the financial things. The next domain we have, the very popular one is HRMS, Oracle HRMS. Now they renamed it as SCM, called Human Capital Management. So they keep updating the names, changing the groups. They keep on adding things. So the latest name for HRMS is SCM. So SCM, what are the modules we have is a core HR, taking care of your employee definition, employee, what is the grades of the employee, who is the manager of the employee, and what is the hiring date of this employee, then firing of the employee. All these kind of activities all will be covered into core HR. Then we have payroll. Payroll is basically, it will take care of your payroll activities, your salary things, and how to calculate the salary for every individual and how to pay it. Calculating the salaries based on the grade, based on the family status. The payroll is a very complex thing again. For salaries, how to and it will be doing everything. Employee loans, then you have the allowances, employee allowances, deduction of the allowances, and recovery of the loans, everything, all things. The cash matters with the company, between the company and the employees, that all will be covered with the payroll stuff. The next module we have is the self-service. Self-service, HRMS self-service is basically for the employees, where employee can apply for a leave, because this employee is doing by himself, so we call it as a self-service. So employee can apply for a leave, he can apply for advance salary, he can apply for a bank letter, he can apply, he can request for a a loan from the company itself. So all the employees communication with the HR, they need a system and they need a mechanism to be stored in the system. So self-service came into picture. Core HR employees cannot directly access the HR because that will be only managed by the HR department. And payroll again will be managed by the payroll department. So the initiation of the request, then for that purpose, the self-service come into picture, which is given to the employees where they can request for any service from the HR department. Talent management, as you know, like every company will have a annual review of the employees. What do you call that? Appraisal thing. Okay, so all the appraisal mechanism where you'll be giving the targets and how you are doing during the year. So mid-year appraisal, quarterly appraisal, or annual appraisals, and like how you what are the commitments you have done at the start of the year, and how much you achieve at the end of the year. So all these activities, because it will be based your next year increments, or things will be based on the your performance of this year. So all these performance activities and things will be taken care in the talent management system. Another one of the system is OTL, which is Oracle Time and Labor. This is mostly used in the manufacturing companies where time is very important to capture the labor hours. So there people use like the machine time in and time out to calculate their wages and stuff. This module is there. Another popular families like this, there are families for everything. For manufacturing, there is a different group. For project costing, there is a different group. For CRM, there is a different.
Yeah, we are able to.
Okay, sorry guys, my antivirus, it got updated. I think it restarted. So sometime. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so we'll come back to our slide. So we are discussing about the Oracle families, product family. So the other popular product groups are like customer relationship management, which is CRM. We have got a lot of modules in CRM. We have Oracle projects. Again, we have project costing, project billing, few other modules in Oracle projects. We have Oracle manufacturing. Again, it's a big group. You have discrete manufacturing, separate module. You have process manufacturing, separate group. So there are a lot of modules in this area also. So like this, what are the groups? What are these domains? Domains are nothing but the group of modules. And each module, as I said, each module has got a specific business process related to that area. Now, various the previous application versions. So now we understood what is an Oracle application and what are the product groups and families we have in the Oracle application. The next slide is for the application version. So Oracle application in the very start application version was Oracle accounting application. It was sometime in 87 to 97. Even I don't get an image in Google, so that's why it's not there. The second one is the Oracle e-business suite 11i, which works from.
Here. We are not able to view a screen here.
View the screen. Maybe it is slow.
No, we are able to see only GoToMeeting screen. I don't know how about others, but I'm not able to see.
For me, is trying the stop sharing.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
Somebody can see it, or it's not working for anyone.
No, I was able to see your presentation, but right now it's not.
Now.
Nope, I'm not able to see your screen. I just see the GoToMeeting. That's it.
It's only GoToMeeting it is showing you. Now it is showing you anything.
It's your desktop and the GoToMeeting. If you can open your slide, I think.
Maybe I need to restart then. So okay, no issues. I'll restart.
Yeah, just refresh. Just refresh the page. It will come back. Okay, guys. So here. So one of the oldest Oracle application version was Oracle accounting application, which was there from 1987 to 1997, and then they started the very successful and the very popular release, which was 11i. Then it becomes the EBS. EBS is called e-business suite. Why they call it as a suite is like they keep changing the naming and they keep changing the the groups and the things. So every upgrades they do, they have to bring some changes. So when 11i came, it was a suite. So it's called e-business suite. So in the e-business suite, 11i version is run for a very long time, 98 to 2006. And when we say 11i, it was not only the one version. They usually keep giving the versions every 6 months, every 1 year. Like 11i was 11.5 was there, then 11.10 came, then 11.10.2 came. So like this, every 6 months, every 1 year, they keep on adding the releases. What they do is every release, they make some enhancement to the system. They fix some existing bugs in the system, and they give us a new release. The next release which came was e-business suite R12. R12 is again very popular release. Now everyone is using the R12. 11i they stopped long back, but a few customers insist to be on 11i because of the nature of business they had and the nature of complexity which was developed on 11i, so they were very reluctant to move on R12. I've seen one implementation last 2-3 months back which came from 11i to 12. So till date 11i was running. So it stopped long back because they are not selling it, but the existing customer they supported like extended support. They keep on giving the extended support. Now I think it's totally gone now. So now no more 11i. So all R12 systems are running. Now what is release R12? Now if you see in the image what they did, like 11i was mostly on the Oracle forms, which was like the hard forms. If you see the 3 images here, the very back one, this one is the Oracle forms image. With R12, it was there, but they also give a lot of Java pages like XML pages like this one, which is like self-service pages. And with this module, they add a lot of I modules like I procurement, I supplier, I receivables, I payables. They're trying to bring it so many Java pages kind of stuff. So with the release 12, many technical concepts change, many background structure change, and it was a big change from 11 to 12. So within 11, like 11.5, 11.10.2, all this, within 11, there was very minimum changes. When they make a big change, they change the release itself. So now the current release, they call it as release R12, which is currently also mostly in every company is running on R12. Now what is the next release?
Hello.
I think he's disconnected.
Okay.
Somebody can just say yes if they are able to see my screen.
Yeah, I'm able to view your screen now.
Okay. So we were at the application releases. Yeah. So the next release which is coming is Fusion release. So Fusion, again, it's a big change. A lot of enhancements are there, and a lot of things has been changed in the design. And the Oracle initially, even now, they are pushing it for the cloud base. Like they're giving a subscription to the system, and you just create an account and you go and log in and do all of this stuff. So that's why they are unable to sell it from the last 2 years, because companies, they are worried about the security and safety and all those things. So maybe Oracle in coming future, I see some release yesterday. They said they will start giving on premises, because for 2 years they have been pushing to sell the cloud version, but they are unable to make any successful sale on that. So I think they started giving it on premise. So that is the next release coming in. So some of the customers already went on, but this release is still not yet complete. Like for Middle East, the payroll part is not there, and like they started with the financial modules, and very few modules are available now. Not the full package is they are releasing one by one. So it will take some time to move on to the Fusion. And with the Fusion, the tools are different, technologies are different, reporting part is different, integrations are different, many things are going to change. But as of now, 99% of the market is still on the ABIS R12 only. With that one, the